Look at this stickman, just walking normally, exactly like an average human does. Absolutely nothing interesting happening here, right? Well, here is the catch. I didn't keyframe a single frame of this. Not one. This entire thing is 100% procedural. It is calculating every single step in real time, reacting purely to whatever uneven terrain I throw at it. Do I have your attention now? Good, because building this completely custom controller almost destroyed my sanity. And now you get to suffer through the journey with me. Let's move on. So, I started by firing up a new Unity project and named it a normal fight. Yeah. This video is focusing purely on the sheer effort of getting this procedural movement system to actually work. Why? Because if this doesn't break me, the plan for the upcoming videos is to evolve this chaotic physics experiment into a fully dynamic fighting game. Okay, let's add our main character. And because I am a highly original game developer, obviously, it starts its life as a standard issue Unity bean. Actually, you know what? I hate the bean. The bean lacks artistic vision. Let's swap it out for a square. Yes. True perfection. Much better now. Next, I whipped up a terrible uneven test ground using a spline. Because flat terrain is for cowards and we need things to be as difficult as possible. Great. If you streamed through this previous video on the channel, you already know how spectacularly I failed at making an uneven surface character controller. But not this time. This time, I have come fully prepared, armed with sheer determination and absolutely no idea what I am doing. Yeah. To kick things off, I spawned a bunch of raycasts from all 4 directions. Add a little bit of coding magic, by which I mean getting tortured by AI for a whole day. And boom! The square now obeys gravity and actually stops when it hits the floor. Next, I threw in some horizontal movement so we can actually control this square. Flawless. So, after a few days of rewriting my entire collision logic, here is the result. Nice, right? After another 5 agonizing days of debugging and fixing, it finally works. Next, I implemented a simple jump ability. Surprisingly, this was the most easiest thing to add. Then I spent the next 2 entire days fighting with slope movement. Slopes are the absolute final boss of character controllers, but I finally conquered them. This took way more hours than I will ever publicly admit. 3 days. But honestly, it feels incredibly fulfilling to finally watch it smoothly glide over uneven surfaces. With that, our fully custom kinematic character controller is obviously breathing. Sure, it's missing the fancy platformer stuff like coyote time, input buffering, variable jump heights, and ledge climbing. But for the sake of my remaining sanity and the core goal of this video, this is enough. The foundation is solid, and I can always add the stuff later whenever I feel like torturing myself again. Now, to pair with this custom controller, we need procedural animation, so our character can actually interact with the environment. It didn't need to be fully procedural, but I decided to take it on as a challenge. A challenge I would come to deeply regret. I started by building a humanoid stickman rig out of basic shapes, giving us a solid foundation to build upon. And here is how awesome it looks, just sliding around without any actual animations. Absolutely majestic. Right? Next, I slapped inverse kinematics onto the full body. With the IK setup, the preparations was finally done. Moving on, I spent 3 entire days building a system where the foot actually sticks to the ground and snaps to the next location once it reaches a certain threshold. Then I made the feet to lift a certain height during the walk cycle. I tied this directly to the character's core, so the hips now naturally bob up and down based on the leg height from the ground. After that, it was time for the run cycle. I foolishly thought this would be simple. Just speed up the walk cycle. Right? I was gravely mistaken. Achieving a natural looking run took an entire day of deep research, endless trial and error. But finally, this is the result. With the legs completely done, we moved up to the arms. It seemed simple enough, until I realized the absolute nightmare of syncing the opposite arms with the legs during a sprint. Regardless, after some sleepless night, here is how it turned out. Now, if you thought everything just went smoothly from this point on, you are absolutely wrong. There were bugs, lots and lots of deeply cursed bugs. Like whatever this nightmare is, and whatever is happening right here. This immediately spiraled into days of non-stop debugging, desperately hunting down the weirdest edge cases imaginable, and questioning all of my life choices while trying to patch them. But in the end, once the dust settled and the code finally stopped rebelling, I was left with a beautiful, fully functional, completely procedural bipedal walk and run, along with a few sleepless nights and a brand new level of anxiety. So, there you have it, an entire month of my life and sanity distilled into a walking stickman. I really just wanted to share this chaotic journey to see if anyone else is actually interested in this kind of procedural madness. Honestly, this kind of fully dynamic system opens the door to creating some genuinely unique games. If you want me to keep torturing myself and turn this prototype into a full-blown game, hit subscribe, drop a like, and comment to let me know. Otherwise, I will happily dump this code into the void and never look at it again. Alright, that is it for this video. I need to go, as I have an appointment scheduled with my psychologist. I will see you in the next one. Bye.